And I knew you guys were not going to go let on me. I wanted you guys to pound it. I really did.
No, let me step back. Let me step back. Hey!
I wanted you guys to pound it. Pause. No, Jesse, you did not. You can damage your body to an extent that you'll never recover. Death. Coach Greg, in today's video, Jesse goes to Diamond Gym so that a bunch of men can pound him. It is what it is. This is the most stupid, moronic gym in the world, and they're gonna say,
no, it builds character. It's such a good thing.
You don't need to go to a gym like this to build character, but if you do go to this gym, you can definitely suffer from rhabdomyolysis, you can get permanently injured, and so please don't go.
And at the center of it all is a guy named Unk.
Fight! Don't disappoint me, because you're going to disappoint yourself.
Who, unfortunately for me, is going to be my coach for the day.
And so Jesse, who's 100% natural, is going to go and listen to somebody named Unk, who, does anyone think he's natural? And so a guy who I believe is on performance-enhancing drug is going to yell and scream at him and tell him what to do. And if he doesn't listen, well, he's gonna give him the D. Why does anyone care what Unk thinks?
That reminds me, I have 3 goals while I'm here. 1, to survive the entrance fee. 2, try not to break more than 3 different rules. And 3, to win the approval of Unk.
I mean, trying to win the approval of Unk sounds like something a woman with daddy issues gonna do who never had a close relationship with her dad.
Because Jesse decided to wear jewelry, 200 burpees straight.
To start off this workout, 200 burpees, which is going to take about 30 minutes. And so what Jesse didn't realize is that he's not going to go to lift weights. He's actually going to do cardio. And so essentially, this is exactly the type of workout that a CrossFitter would do, someone who's into cardiovascular endurance and so on. And so if you're out there and you're a triathlete, perhaps you do Ironman competitions, this would be the perfect workout for you. But if your goal is to build muscle, how much muscle are you going to build when you're in the hospital with rhabdo because you did something stupid, which is exactly what Unk is telling Jesse to do.
200.
Stop breathing on me, kid.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you can't drink water, you can't breathe in the wrong direction. I mean, hold your breath. Hey, you are not allowed to take any deep breaths. What are you doing? Do you not know that at Unk's Diamond Gym, you're not allowed to breathe and or drink water, but using performance-enhancing drugs, which last I checked are illegal in the United States, well, that's okay, but we won't talk about that now, will we? Because we do so much for the world. What exactly are we doing? Yelling and screaming at other people, making them do stupid, dumb, idiotic workouts that are very, very dangerous? How is that a skill? Hey, anyone want to come to Coach Greg's gym? Hey, you come into the door and I make you ride on a bike for 7 hours. That is your entry fee. And after that, you do 6,000 push-ups, partial reps 1 inch, and you leave. And if you do it, I'll give you some applause. That's as hard as this is. That's as simple. You really think it takes creativity to yell and scream at somebody trying to gain your approval? This is ridiculous.
Still got your jewelry on?
Fall off.
Too late. Come on, yo, run it back 100. 100 straight, everybody.
All right, here we go.
And so it takes Jesse, who is a very gifted athlete, 45 minutes to complete the entry fee, aka the warm-up. Do you know how tired you're going to be after doing 300 burpees? The chest, push-ups, the muscles, your workout is done. You do 300 burpees, that's your workout for the day. But no, it's just getting started.
Following completing the entrance fee, but also simultaneously breaking a rule, we had to go run outside for a couple laps up the hill.
After the burpees, well, it's time to go for a run. You know, because we're bodybuilders, we're lifting weights, and so why not just run and tear all the muscles down?
You just show up and do what you're told from Unk. People are giving me signs that it's going to be 400 pushdowns.
First up, 400 tricep press downs. And so Jesse isn't going to be able to Greg his Doucette for years. 400 push-ups after doing 300 burpees and running. Bro's going to have no triceps left. The grip, the forearms, the triceps, he's going to be spent. He's going to be all over. Jesse, he doesn't care. He wants to earn Unk's approval.
Oh, and also, between every set, we also have to do 35 push-ups.
And don't forget, I mean, it's really important that you do 35 push-ups between sets, of which nobody can actually do. And so what ends up happening? They start abusing the floor. I mean, bro's doing so many push-ups in this workout, half reps at the bottom, that the floor is going to file a restraining order.
I got in trouble for talking.
And although it's not technically the same as the no talking back rule, I was still forced to do 35 burpees.
And so 35 more burpees, followed by more push-ups, back and forth, just to ensure that you can't do anything properly. I mean, why wouldn't he say, do 10 push-ups between sets to completion? Why not finish it off? What is all this partial reps? Just the tip.
150.
150?
150 to 150, straight to it.
However, I was going to break an official rule when I tried to do something a little bit sneaky in the middle of these tricep pushdowns.
Over at 150?
Nice try, nice pause too. Very smart kid. Add him to the push-up board. Don't stop your reps while in motion.
And so he improperly grabs the bar to do the tricep press downs. 150 more. What are we doing right now?
That was 20 on top of mandatory 35, 55 push-ups down.
And so if you want a crash course on exactly how not to be a personal trainer, on how to get injury, of which, what do you think would happen if Jesse ends up with rhabdomyolysis in the hospital? Do you think that restraining order, that consent form is going to be enough? Trust me, I don't care what you've signed. If you're negligent, you can't get away with it. Jesse, he probably knows his limits. But if you're an average person and you tell him, hey, sign this, it's just to be aware that you can't sue us in case something goes wrong. You can still sue them. If they do something negligent, for example, everything that they've done in this video, you can still sue. And so please, especially in the United States, please be careful.
I am so freaking thirsty. And I was also starting to get extremely sore as we were about to start the third set of tricep pushdowns for another 400 reps.
I mean, imagine Jesse wanting to drink some water. I mean, he only began the class with 45 minutes of burpees, followed by some running, doing 400 reps of triceps, 150 reps after that. I mean, it wouldn't be possible or prudent to give him some water. No, of course not. But if you want to abuse performance-enhancing drugs before the workout, by all means.
I'll tell you, I got a crazy pump right now. I also can't hear anything. I feel like I'm about to black out.
All fun and gains until somebody ends up in a hospital.
Following the roughly 1,000 reps of tricep pushdowns I did, it was on to the next exercise, which looked to be bench press.
Let's start it off with 100 reps. He's at 40. The bar is moving, 2 inches? And so what is the point? Did you actually complete 100 reps if you move the bar 4 inches or even less?
Oh, can't get up, but they only got pills for that.
Perhaps harder than last time from HDLT supplements, but if you're looking to get extra hard, you can go to Algo RX, as they just so happen to sell Cialis and Viagra, and so code Greg 15% off. And of course, they have enclomiphene, testosterone, peptides. They're about half the price of Merrick Health. And so if you're looking for pharmaceutical prescription supplements from doctors above board, nothing illegal, code Greg 10% off.
Right there, my muscles literally gave out, which caused me to have to take a little bit of a rest, but unfortunately, that added to my push-up count.
And so his muscles gave out, causing him to rest, couldn't press it any further. And so now he has to do extra push-ups, because he just didn't try hard enough. If there's 800 pounds on the floor and you can deadlift 300 and you can't pull the weight off the ground, does that mean you should be punished? You didn't try. If you can't bench press 95 pounds for 100 reps after you're already pre-fatigued, what are you supposed to do? You can't do it. And so it's not your fault. And so why are we punishing, bro?
And then during these push-ups, Unk decided to take my hat for some reason.
Everybody watching you now. They probably win.
And so what would happen right now if instead of it being Jesse, it was Bradley Martin? And he just took his hat. How is it okay for Unk to take Jesse's hat? I now own you. You have to do exactly what you're told. What was Unk's childhood like? How is it that he gets off on torturing other people? This is abuse. Oh, no, it's not. This is putting Jesse's life in danger. If you continue to do this, he could end up in a hospital. What would happen then? Screaming at him and telling him to finish is not going to help. When your muscles give out, your muscles give out. You can't just continue on. There's only so much you can do. I'm seeing a rep counter on the screen, and I see 3,000 reps he's performed. Now remember, the bar's only going up this much, but is there any reason for this? What benefited this? 135, which normally isn't heavy, but it's too much weight for Jesse right now.
Oh, cramping.
I know. So wet.
Which caused me once again to have to rest.
Give me the fight. Give me the fight.
He's trying. He can't lift the weight. What more do you want to do? When you're at 100% effort, there is no percentage left. No, give me 110%. It doesn't exist. It's a thing they told you when you were a kid. 100% is 100%. If you can't lift the weight, you cannot lift the weight.
Holy! Although I shouldn't celebrate too quick, because now it's time to do my punishments.
His bench press to failure, there's nothing left. 50 push-ups and 50 burpees next. He can't push anywhere, and we already know that the floor's filed a restraining order. I mean, it's had enough. Do we really need to punish the floor this much more? The poor floor.
And out of the corner of my eye, I see Unk loading up more plates, 225 on the bench. And I already knew that whatever reps he was about to do, I was not going to be able to match him.
Instead of 135, well, let's just up the ante, 225. Bro couldn't do 135, so what makes them think he can bench 225?
However, just because I lack confidence doesn't mean I wasn't going to try. Oh! 15.
What was the number on that?
15.
Yo, the count was 50. 35 to the 35, that's 70.
70 push-ups.
Run it.
You got it.
And so they wanted 50 reps. He did 15, partials that is. And so he now has to do 70 push-ups to make up for it because he's a failure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And 0 push-ups were performed. He can't even get off the bar. His chest is sitting on the bench and he's making a bunch of hump noises. Bro sounds like Ashton Hall.
Is there a rep count on this?
Death.
Death. Got it. Yes, sir.
Death.
Stay right there, pause. You got 5 more. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Side, fella, side. Up.
And so apparently Unk didn't get enough of a trap workout, and so he's going to have to spot him because they keep upping the weight.
One more. Get in like a man. Let's go. It's there.
But then the second that I dropped that weight, something completely unexpected happened.
Yo, clap that shit up, young.
Why don't we just make the bar hospital? Like, why don't they literally make Jesse continue to do sets until he passes out, until he's literally unconscious? I mean, wouldn't that be a win? This wasn't hard enough. He's still alive. He's still standing up. What is this? I don't see rhabdo. We won't know yet for certain. Perhaps he gets it tomorrow. But right now, bro is still standing. He didn't go hard enough. I mean, unless he's literally taken into hospital after collapsing. Like, remember in that Biggest Loser TV show from years ago when that obese woman was running on the beach and she collapsed and they had to take her to hospital? She had rhabdomyolysis. She didn't work out as hard as this, but why doesn't Jesse continue to push himself to his limits? This isn't all that hard. Is what, 3 hours? Why doesn't he go for a 500-mile bike ride on no food and continue on, not allowed to sleep, and continue until he's dead? Why not? That would really prove to Unk how hard he can actually push himself. Now, normally I would say that Jesse went harder than last time, but in this situation, he went harder than his last lifetime. Just saying.
And I knew you guys were not going to go let on me. I wanted you guys to pound it. I really did.
No, let me step back. Let me step back. Hey!
I wanted you guys to pound it. Pause. Pause. Pause it right there. No, Jesse, you did not. In case you ever think of doing something like this, just don't. You're allowed to say no. Notice I haven't gone. You're thinking, oh, but you're a wuss. You're a puss. Why would I want to go and attempt to get rhabdomyolysis? Like, why would I want to put myself through that? You can damage your body to an extent that you'll never recover. I know people who've had rhabdo, get surgery. They have muscles wasted and they'll never look the same. It's not something to play around with. And so you don't need to do something like this. And rather than this, you know what's really hard? Being consistent. Going to the gym, training your full body twice a week. Eating healthy. Putting the fork down, going to bed on time, getting enough sleep, reducing your stress, all the positive things you can do to live a long and healthy life. That's hard. A one-off for 3 hours, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. But in comparison, what about doing something for years, decades, repeatedly, and never giving up? Now that's hard. You might be able to impress someone, impress Unk by giving it your all for 3 or 4 hours. But in reality, who gives a shit? And who gives a shit what anyone thinks of you? The only thing that matters is what you think of yourself. Now, if you try, you truly try, you know whether you did or not. You don't need the words of affirmation. You don't need a bunch of people saying bravo and clapping for you. You truly know when you did something good. When you put the fork down, when you dedicated yourself, when you locked in, and you also know when you did not. And so the greatest reward is knowing deep down inside, in your own heart of hearts, that you gave it your all. Did you try your best? If you didn't, that's okay. You can go harder tomorrow than you did today, and you can go harder today than you did yesterday. It's not about being perfect. It's about being better than you are. Now, you don't need supplements to do this, but if you're trying to look max, you're trying to be as good as you can be, consider harder than last time supplements. For example, the GO2 Max, the Turk Builder Max, getting Blue Lobstered. Just a few of the supplements that can help you take your training to the next level. If you dedicate yourself each and every week with consistency and effort, you have no idea what you can achieve. Interested in any of these as well as AlgoRx, code Greg 15% off. Remember, we're looking to sponsor more athletes. If you'd like to join the HDLT team, click the link in the description. If you want to carry supplements in your stores and or gyms, click the link. If you want coaching from a good coach, it's not going to make you do all of this bullshit. Click the link and apply coaching from myself as well as myself and my team. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, watch the top loop, skip the bottom one. Who wants to see that? And until next time, I am out.